All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Asia's biggest air show, Aero India 2023 in Bengaluru today. MoUs worth 75,000 crore rupees expected to be signed during the 5-day event. World Radio Day being celebrated across the globe today. Campaigning intensifies for assembly elections in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland. Prime Minister to address election rally at Agartala in Tripura today. First meeting of G20 Agriculture Working Group to begin today at Indore in Madhya Pradesh. And in cricket, India beat Pakistan by 7 wickets in Women's T20 World Cup in Cape Town. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the 14th edition of Aero India show in Bengaluru today. The theme of the 5-day event is The Runway to a Billion Opportunities. It will showcase indigenous defense equipment, technologies and fighter aircraft. Defense Ministers Conclave, CEOs Roundtable, Manthan Startup Event, Bandhan Ceremony, breathtaking air show and a large exhibition including India and Karnataka pavilions are the highlights of the Aero India show, which is considered the biggest in Asia. More details from our correspondent.
As compared to 2021 Aero India show, this time the event is spread across 35,000 square meters as against 23,000 square meters earlier. Foreign countries participating in the show has gone up from 55 to 98. In India Pavilion, 115 Indian companies are displaying 227 products made in India. Fully configured LCA Tejas Mark 1 is the highlight among these products. Indian-made Tejas Light Combat Aircraft, Advanced Light Helicopter Dhruv Mark 3 and 4, Light Combat Helicopter Prachand, HTT-40 Trainer Aircraft of HAL will take part in the air show. Apart from these, Kiran Aerobatic Team, Sarang Aerobatic Team, Mi-17 Helicopter, Rafale, Hawk, MiG, Jaguar and Sukhoi 30 MKI will fly past during the Aero India show. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The event aims to promote indigenous production and export of air platforms and attract foreign investment. 98 foreign countries are participating in the event and MoUs worth 75,000 crore rupees are expected to be signed during the event. Defense Ministers Conclave, CEOs Roundtable, Manthan Startup Event, India and Karnataka pavilions and a breathtaking air show are the highlights of the event. In the India Pavilion section, 115 Indian companies are displaying 227 Made in India products. Fully configured LCA Tejas Mark 1 is the highlight among these. Campaigning has intensified for assembly elections in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi will hold an election rally at Agartala in Tripura today. Campaigning for Tripura assembly polls will conclude tomorrow evening and polling will be held on the 16th of this month. Senior leaders of TMC, Left Front, Congress, Tripura Motha along with other candidates are making the last-ditch efforts to woo the voters. Meanwhile, Chief Electoral Officer Kiran Geete said that Indore, Bangladesh and interstate borders will be sealed today. His office has also released helpline numbers for redressal of voters' grievances, if any. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Steps are being taken to set up 88 model polling stations in Tripura, depicting the culture and heritage of the state. Apart from the model polling stations, there would be 97 all-women polling stations, 33 youth-managed and 28 Divyangs managed polling stations. All the 3 specific categories of polling stations would lead to their empowerment and boost their management abilities. Also, on the day of polling, every voting station will have the basic facilities including ramps, drinking water, toilet, electricity and proper signage to guide the voters. There would be a total of 3,328 polling stations in these polls. With Kunal Sinde, Manas Patim Sharma, AIR News, Agartala.
In Meghalaya, leaders of all political parties are holding public meetings to woo the voters in all the 3 regions of Garo, Khasi and Jaintia Hills. Instead of mega public rallies, leaders are relying more on door-to-door campaigns and small meetings. Polling will be held on the 27th of February for the 60-member State Assembly. More from our correspondent.
All campaigners are dwelling upon issues of development, women empowerment and corruption in the state. The star campaigner of ruling NPP is Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. He is holding multiple public meetings in assembly constituencies of Garo Hills region. BJP state leaders along with party national leader Tarun Chugh addressed meetings in assembly segments of Jirang, Nongpo and Shillong. Trinamool Congress leader and former Chief Minister Mukul Sangma also addressed public meetings in Jirang in support of party candidate. Senior Congress leader Vincent H. Pala addressed several election meetings in support of his party candidate. 13 political parties, including 44 independents, are trying their political fortunes in assembly elections. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Tura.
World Radio Day is being celebrated across the globe today. The day is observed every year to raise awareness among the public and the media about the importance of radio and to encourage access to information through radio. The theme for the 12th edition of World Radio Day is Radio and Peace. In a video message, CEO Prasar Bharati Gaurav Dwivedi said that radio as a mass medium has been playing a significant role in shaping public lives in the world for almost a century now.
On the occasion of World Radio Day, it is indeed a privilege and a pleasure to greet radio listeners across the country, rather in this age of convergence across the globe. The theme of World Radio Day this year is Radio and Peace, a subject so intrinsic to the basic mandate of the public broadcasters of the world. The complex array of All India Radio's multilingual nationwide programming across 9 decades bears testimony that in the truest spirit of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat and shall altruistically continue to do so amid varying emerging challenges.
Director General All India Radio Dr. Vasudha Gupta in a message said that this year's theme Radio and Peace is particularly rooted in the core objective of public service broadcasting around the world.
विश्व रेडियो दिवस के शुभ अवसर पर देश के समस्त और कन्वर्जेंस के इस युग में विश्व के सभी रेडियो श्रोताओं का अभिनंदन। हम सब जानते हैं कि एक सशक्त संचार माध्यम के रूप में लगभग 1 सदी से विश्व भर में लोक जीवन को आकार देने में रेडियो ने महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई है। इस वर्ष विश्व रेडियो दिवस की थीम है रेडियो और शांति, जो विशेष रूप से दुनिया भर के लोक सेवा प्रसारकों के मूल उद्देश्यों में निहित है। स्पष्ट सी बात है, इस वर्ष की थीम भारत के लिए और खास तौर से आकाशवाणी की दृष्टि से भी अति महत्वपूर्ण है। पिछले लगभग 9 दशकों से चली आ रही आकाशवाणी की देशव्यापी बहुभाषीय कार्यक्रम संरचना वास्तव में एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत की मूल भावना के सार को ही दर्शाती आई है।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. President Draupadi Murmu will take part in several functions in Lucknow and Varanasi today. The President is on a 2-day visit of Uttar Pradesh. She will interact with members of Baksa tribe and distribute among them the authority letters provided by the state government. The President will also grace the 10th convocation of Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University in Lucknow. Before returning to Delhi, she will also visit the Kashi Vishwanath Temple and attend the Ganga Aarti at Varanasi. Last evening, she attended a civic reception which was hosted in her honor by the government of Uttar Pradesh at Lok Bhavan. Earlier in the day, she attended the valedictory function of Global Investors Summit in Lucknow. The first meeting of the G20 Agriculture Working Group will begin today at Indore in Madhya Pradesh. Around 100 delegates from G20 member countries, guest countries and international organizations are expected to participate in the 3-day meet. More from our correspondent.
The cleanest city of India is ready to host the first meeting of the G20 Agriculture Working Group. Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, will inaugurate the exhibition based on millets on the first day of the event. Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia will also participate on the second day of the event. Day 3 will be dedicated to the deliberations on the key deliverables of the Agriculture Working Group. During the event, brainstorming sessions will be held on various themes, including food security and nutrition, climate-based approaches for sustainable agriculture, and many more. Pooja P. Vardhan, AIR News, Indore.
As part of India's presidency of the G20, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY, is hosting the first Digital Economy Working Group DEWG meeting in Lucknow today, which will continue till the 15th of February. The DEWG, originally called DETF, was formed in 2017 as part of the German G20 presidency with the aim of promoting the implementation of a secure, interconnected and inclusive digital economy. With global digital economy estimated to be worth $11 trillion and expected to reach $23 trillion by 2025, the DEWG plays a critical role in shaping global policy discourse in the digital space. The United States shot down another unidentified object yesterday over its territory in the fourth military operation of its kind this month. U.S. President Joe Biden ordered it to be downed near Lake Huron, close to the Canadian border, yesterday afternoon. The Pentagon said the object could have interfered with commercial air traffic as it was traveling at 20,000 feet. It was downed by an F-16 fighter jet. The object was first detected above sensitive sites in Montana. It was described by defense officials as unmanned, octagonal in shape, and not a military threat. Death toll across Turkey and Syria following last Monday's catastrophic earthquake has reached more than 33,000. Turkish Emergency Coordination Center, SACOM, has said the death toll in Turkey has climbed to 29,605. In Syria, the total number of deaths stand at 3,576. Meanwhile, business owners in central Antakya city were emptying their shops to prevent their merchandise from being stolen by looters in the wake of the quakes. In Antakya, residents and aid workers who came from other cities have cited worsening security conditions with widespread accounts of businesses and collapsed homes being looted. Some residents who were left homeless by the earthquake are now sleeping in their cars or tents. In Cyprus, former Foreign Minister Nikos Christodoulides to be the country's next president. Mr. Christodoulides won the tight vote over seasoned diplomat Andreas Mavroyiannis yesterday. According to the official results, Mr. Nikos led with nearly 52% of the votes, while Mr. Mavroyiannis scored 48% votes. Major issues of concern for voters have been the cost of living crisis, irregular immigration, and the Cyprus dispute involving the Turkish-occupied north of the island. On to sports now. In Women's Cricket T20 World Cup, India defeated Pakistan by 7 wickets at Newlands, Cape Town, South Africa. Chasing the target of 150 runs, India made 151 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 19 overs. Jemima Rodrigues top-scored with unbeaten 53 runs for the winners. Shefali Verma with 33 runs and Richa Ghosh with unbeaten 31 were the other scorers. For Pakistan, Nashra Sandhu picked up 2 wickets while Sadia Iqbal took 1 wicket. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Vaibhav Jyotsna Srivastav.
Thank you, Sarah. On the appointment of new governors, the Indian Express writes, retired Supreme Court judge, 2 army officers among governors for 12 states, 1 UT. While the Times of India writes, Maharashtra Governor Koshyari resigns, ex-judge Nazir is Andhra Pradesh Governor. PM inaugurates first leg of Delhi-Mumbai E-way, reports Hindustan Times. The Times of India headlines, Supreme Court's Green Bench clears 118 projects stuck for over 5 years. On the 200th birth anniversary celebrations of Swami Dayanand Saraswati, The Hindu quotes the PM in its headline, Maharshi Dayanand removed evils falsely attributed to religion. The Asian Age quotes, cylindrical object shot down by US jet over Canada a day after Alaska. And finally, with V-Day round the corner, the Hindu business line writes, Bengaluru's rose exports in full bloom ahead of Valentine's Day, adding exporters see 30% increase in volumes this year. And with that, it's back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Vaibhav. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi to inaugurate Asia's biggest air show, Aero India 2023 in Bengaluru today. MoUs worth 75,000 crore rupees expected to be signed during the 5-day event. World Radio Day being celebrated across the globe today. Campaigning intensifies for assembly elections in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland. Prime Minister to address election rally at Agartala today. First meeting of G20 Agriculture Working Group to begin today at Indore in Madhya Pradesh. And in cricket, India beat Pakistan by 7 wickets in Women's T20 World Cup in Cape Town. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.